Hello guys, so today we're gonna do the aquatic ecosystems, okay? So, first thing, what's an aquatic ecosystem? Well, in this case, the main source, the main component of the ecosystem is gonna be the water, obviously, okay? The Earth has much larger aquatic ecosystems than terrestrial ecosystems, and mainly one, okay, which will be the marine ecosystem. But we have as well freshwater aquatic ecosystems like a river or lakes, okay? The main factor that divides them is going to be the salinity, okay? Marine ecosystems have a high concentration of salt, whilst freshwater has a low concentration of salt. But there are other abiotic factors that are important to consider in these aquatic ecosystems. One of them is going to be the amount of light, okay? The amount of light allows plants to live, in this case more than plants, algae, okay? But plants as well. I'll give you then at the end of the video, you'll see my aquarium and I'll show you how I've got to put artificial light so that the plants can grow. Right, the deeper the water goes, the less light there is. So when we studied the algae, I already explained to you that the light can only reach around 100 meters deep. Okay, so well, that's more or less where we're going to have the plants living. Okay, another one is going to be the nutrients. Okay, one of the main nutrients is going to be the nitrogen. Okay, but not only that, as well, phosphorus or carbon dioxide are other nutrients to have in consideration. An excess of nitrogen is very dangerous because it produces a type of contamination that's called eutrophisation, okay, which increases too much the nitrogen and it produces a layer of algae that kills anything that's underneath. Okay, you'll see when I show you my aquarium that I've got in my filters some bacteria that produce this process, the denitrification, okay, which is very important because if not my fish would die in just 1 or 2 weeks. Okay. And another one very important is the amount of oxygen. Okay, and a factor that I control in my aquarium. Okay, is not right now. It's not a problem because I've got enough plants. Okay, but if I increase the amount of fish in my aquarium, it could be a problem. Okay, so I would have to increase the oxygen by a mechanism that I'll show you. All right. Okay, in the aquatic ecosystems, we're going to distinguish 3 big groups of organisms: plankton, nekton, and benthos. Okay, plankton are living beings that basically float in the water. Okay, can float not only on the top but as well in the middle. Okay, but it's true that usually on the top, and it's usually very small organisms, but in some occasions we can find bigger ones. Nekton are any living being that can swim, okay, mostly fishes, okay, or even mammals like whales and dolphins. All right, anything that can swim is going to be the nekton. And the benthos are going to be those that live on the bottom, always on top of the soil, okay, like crab or starfish, okay, although they can swim a little bit, the most part of the life that just live on top of the soil, rocks or sediments, okay. So those are the 3 large groups of living beings that we consider in aquatic ecosystems, okay? Now I'm going to show you my aquarium and how I imitate an aquatic ecosystem in my house. I happen to have an aquatic ecosystem at home, alright, and I'll just explain you a little bit about the different things that the aquatic ecosystem has. Okay, so one of the first factors we saw, okay, was the light. Okay, so just let me turn it on. Okay, right. Okay, so here in my aquarium, obviously they've got light. All right, those bulbs up there, okay, that simulate the sunlight. Right, the other factor would be the oxygen, okay, and the oxygen, well, is a very important factor as well. Here I've got lots of natural plants, as you can see, okay, which for the 6, I've got 6 fish now, it's enough. But when I have more, okay, when they reproduce, etc., then I need to put some extra oxygen in. And how do I do that? Well, very simple. Oh, doesn't work. It's not plugged in. Sorry, just a sec. Oh, not working. Not working. What's wrong? There you go. Okay, so I put some extra oxygen in it. Okay, then what else? Well, obviously I've got my fish. They need their food. Okay, those would be part of the nutrients. But when there's an excess of nutrients, okay, let's see how they eat. Okay, but when there's too many nutrients, okay, you can see at the bottom right now there's too much dirt. All right, I've got to take that out. But so that there's not too many nutrients, I've got these filters. Okay, those filters have bacteria that discomposes the nitrogen that's toxic that the fish produce, and it makes it habitable for the fish. Okay, so this would be my aquatic ecosystem at home.